Hello. I recently acquired a either 1987 or 88 Kawasaki 650SX. It was in complete basket case condition. The stator was burned out. All the wires were toast. And I received the engine in multiple pieces in a big pile of nuts and bolts. Since then, I have been attempting to get it running, and I have found a way to do it, but it wasn't obvious. And if anyone else out there in the world is working on an older 240SX, and is having problems with the ignition system, I want to make a couple things clear. The stator that is currently available on several websites comes from a company called RM Stator. There may be others out there, but it was the only one I found. It matches the original housing, and it matches the original bulkhead fitting. This is only partially compatible. As you can notice, here is the original hole. I had to put in two new slots 90 degrees to the stock holes. This is because the timing was 90 degrees out. I don't know whether they changed the stator design or possibly the flywheel. But in between the 87 and the 89, there was a 90-degree clocking difference. Thankfully, my dad has a milling machine and a rotary table, and so we were able to bang it out. If you didn't have that, you could probably do it with a drill press and a carbide burr if you were careful and were willing to spend a lot of time on it. The other issue is the new stator has 4 wires. The old one had 5. And we have some different color coding on the rectifier than the original stock. And this was also not obvious. On the CD box, we have a red and black wire. And on the rectifier, we also have a red and black wire. These two do not go together. The red and black wire on the rectifier originally went to a ground, a secondary ground in the stator housing. The new stator comes with a blue wire, which is your signal wire, which goes to the CD box. The other issue that thankfully I haven't run into yet, but apparently other people have, is if you only rely on the yellow-black wire as your ground, you're putting all of the return load of the spark plug, the magneto generator, and the ignition coil all through one wire, and it has a strong tendency to burn out. So it's highly recommended that you run another ground between the engine case, the battery negative, and the electrical box. A nice big fat one with nice fresh clean connectors. That way you don't overload your yellow and black and burn it out, as has happened to several people, including the previous owner of this machine. I hope that if anyone else is working on an older 240SX, this helps them. Thank you.